I need to do mine. Hold on.
Yeah, it's usually on my sleeve, but now it's in the chat room.
The heart will be your ticket for the rest of it. There's my ticket right there.
Okay, but we're not going to play the video right this minute, so when you pull the player up, just pause it, because we're going to bring our very special guest on, Heaven Blessed Jeanmarie from heavenblessedlifecenter.com, and she specializes in helping young children. In fact, I tried to join her website, Gary, and it's for under 25-year-olds. Can you believe that? The Earth Angels. So I couldn't join. So if there's any young people listening in who'd like to join Earth Angels, it's at heavenblessedlifecenter.com. And it's an absolutely beautiful website with all sorts of information on it. And as I said, it's especially for young people who are trying to find their way and wondering what's going on with them.
And there's a link to the website in the chat room.
Yeah, www.heavenblessedlifecenter.com. And there you'll
So
meet.
let's bring her on. Jeanmarie, are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear?
I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the
Hiya.
show.
Thank you so much. I'm just happy to be here. And I'm glad to see a lot of the names on here, people that I know. And hopefully we'll do a beautiful healing session today.
Good. Of course we will. We always do. But also, are you going to tell us a little bit about your website and helping the young children? You've been a light worker for quite a few years, haven't you? Do you want to tell us a bit about that? Yeah.
Sure. I've been interested in the healings for probably 28, 30 years. Did go off into the corporate world and started doing a lot of mundane day-to-day work, but always kept this on the side. And now it's become a full-time occupation, and I love it, and I can't believe the things that are opening up and the people that we're meeting and the eyes and hearts that are opening. So the website, basically, I'm very interested in bringing in the new children and having a space for them where they can be start opening up to the new energies that are coming through and start taking over the world and making it a positive, beautiful place. And the kids that are coming, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, mention about your new radio show that you're going to be doing with Tiffany, is it? And she's 15, is she, Tiffany, did you say?
Yes, she is, and she has mentored numerous children from the website, and basically we've been on several radio shows together, and they've had schools that have sat in and teachers, and the station, the owner of the station, was very impressed with her and offered her her own show and her own producer, and that starts May 7th, and it's called the Star Child Network. And there's that's going to be unlimited for the children. I'd like to see them each, take ownership of it and see the empowerment as it grows through each one of the children on there. So I'm very, very pleased with that. And she is a very wise old soul at 15. So she's very excited about doing that. So it'll be a nice extension of what we try to offer from our site. So I'm very pleased with that. And as we kind of move into trying to open up the hearts of the young people and young adults, I'm finding that a lot of the, I'm not going to say the word older, but a lot of the more mature people are having a harder time than the children are, just because they have been so involved in the five senses and the mind and ego state that they've kind of lost their heart and they've lost their center. So I'm finding a lot of adults coming back and trying to get their heart center opened up as well. And that kind of leads us into the healing state of being as too. Basically what we're trying to show them is basically not what being chronically ill is, but how to be chronically healthy. So what.
I love that. Chronically well.
Yeah.
Yes, we want to be chronically healthy.
I'm going to call in well to work today. I'm too well to go to work. You know.
That was a good try.
I like that.
Yeah, brilliant. And you're saying that healing is not something that happens to you; it's a harmonized state of being.
I think what I would like to get across, I had some bullets outlined, but as I'm sitting here, I'm getting the sense that I'm going to go in a different direction, so I may stumble over some words, but I want to get away from my bullets that I had down on a sheet of paper, and just kind of say that healing is not a noun. It is not something that happens to you. It's not passive. It's a verb. It's an action. It's a state of being. And I think that as people start, what I would like people to do, and you can't, but what I would like to do is take away their five senses and have them move inward and start going back to their heart center. And they're going to find that they are undivided wholeness and they're in perfect order, which in other words means harmony. They are in perfect harmony. You don't need to run around on the street or running around looking to other people for answers and for them to make you better. When we say that you are undivided wholeness and you're complete, that means everything that you need, everything that exists is in you. So there is nothing on the outside that is not inside of you, and you need no outside intervention. You are a powerful energy source. So to have a perfect healing state of being, you need to be centered in your heart. Disease happens to you when you're not living through your heart and you're not at ease. So if you continue to work through just your mind alone and allow your energies to become blocked with fear or guilt, you're in essence starving yourself. By not feeding from the abundance of, the flowing energy, you'll first feel it on the emotional level in the lower three chakras, and these emotions communicate to your consciousness in the upper three chakras that something's not quite right. Once your heart reconciles and merges these emotions and thoughts together, it manifests in your physical world. And this shows up in your body, your relationships, your finances, your world as a whole. So we're going to be doing a little meditation exercise in a little while, and I'm hoping that is something that people can take with them and do whenever they feel the need. And it is actually a state that you probably would want to be living from on a day-to-day basis. So what I would like to basically convey before we move through the songs and the healing exercises here is just that you need to return to a healthy state of being. A healthy state of being is constantly in motion. It's an unobstructed flow of energy. The obstructions occur when we do one of basically four different things. One is to try and be wholly conscious through our ego state or our mind. Another is to allow guilt or fear or anger, hatred, greed to cloud our heart or to veil our heart. And the energy can't flow through, and you're not seeing the light coming through. Another thing that a lot of people do is close down their heart because they've been hurt instead of loving freely and openly. And the last thing that's an obstruction is when people try to be something they're not on the outside. They feel like they're acting, they're pretending, they're not showing people, they're afraid to show people their true self. And their true self is inside screaming, and on the outside they're going by these rules and what looks right and what they think other people are expecting them to say and do and how to act. And that definitely puts you out of ease and puts you into a diseased state. So these blocked energies actually reside in our chakras, and that's where disease state is communicated to the body. I can give a few examples, just from like the root chakra, which is where your sense of survival is. You can have problems with leukemia or bladder infections. In the spleen chakra area, you've got a sense of freedom and desires, and when that's out of order, you can have eating disorders, you can have allergies, you can have asthma. The solar plex area is a sense of purpose, and that can affect your liver, and that's where addictions are formed and diabetes. In your heart center, that's a sense of balance and love, and that's where high blood pressure can originate from, issues with cell growth, the immune system, muscle tension, and then the throat area is your sense of expansion or your creative expression. So you can actually have issues come up with obstructions from PMS, speech disorder, hormonal issues, flu or fever. And then the last one is your brow, which is your sense of intentions, your consciousness. And if the energies are blocked from one of those four obstructions that we just talked about, you can have earaches, you can have blindness, you can have sleep disorders. So I think what people need to do and really focus on a day-to-day basis is, where is your heart focused? What's your current state of being? And how can you achieve harmony mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically? I think that people need to wake up and reclaim their unlimited potential and power that they have in their own heart. So when I say that people should strive to be chronically healthy, when you're working through your heart, which will kind of go through, like I said, on the meditation exercise, but what you want to do is you want to claim that power, which is your power. And you want to claim it without apologizing. A lot of people are afraid to claim their power, and because they'll be different from other people. And how do they explain that? And then the guilt comes in, or the fear comes in. And I think that as we move through the new energies that'll be coming up, that this is going to become more and more important, that they find themselves and they find their center. So I think, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, everything that you're saying is so true. And I think most of us can identify with parts of that, you know.
Well, I think that what happens is, if you're moving down into your heart and you're moving away from your ego and your mind and your five senses will lie to you. They're misconstrued. And as the five senses bring information in, they're actually filtering it through past experiences and teachings that you've gotten from the time you were born up until whatever age you are. So they're not truly giving you a picture of the potential that you have available. So as you move out of the ego state and move into your heart, the power that comes through is because it's truth, because it's wisdom, because it's love-based. And when we're dealing through our mind and our ego state, we can live in a state where we're living through a guilt-based state of being or a fear-based state of being. And what I'm hoping to do with a lot of the people that we work with